Hello and welcome to Inside Abuja, a program designed to keep you updated on issues in the Federal Capital Territory. I am Paulu David. Now, the human spirit is one of ability, perseverance, and courage that no disability can steal away. Today on this program permits me to guide you through a place in Abuja called Disability Colony. Now, there you find physically challenged people, some without limbs, without legs, visually impaired, and other conditions. They actually live there with their wives, husbands, and children. They have different leaders and unions. They have a president, members of the Senate, House of Representative members, and even ministers. Interesting, yeah? Yeah, I know. But they all give their allegiance to the local traditional ruler called the Emir of the Disabled. Now, the Emir's responsibility includes enlightening the disabled on the need to live peacefully and how to move their society forward. In his absence, other leaders can assemble at the Emir's palace to discuss vital issues. It will interest you to know that there is a primary school inside the colony where the children of the disabled parents attend classes at a very affordable rate. Well, this colony is located behind Nigerian Military Cemetery, Karamajiji, in Abuja Municipal Area Council, and it was created by the Federal Capital Territory Administration through its Social Welfare Secretariat. The department, as well as few NGOs and well-meaning Nigerians, support these people sometimes with food items and train them on different skills. Let me take you through my visit to Karamajiji Disability Colony here in Abuja.
Abuja, the center of unity, prides itself as the fastest growing and the most beautiful capital city in West Africa. But sometimes you look around and see physically challenged people who have become destitute not by choice but are victims of fate. Along the airport road just beside this beautiful part of Abuja is a community known as Karamajiji. Behind the military cemetery, which from the outlook of the community houses low-income earners. It was time to trace a disability colony here in Karamajiji. I asked some petty traders around for description and even the set of people who I felt should know better as transporters, the Okada riders, but it seemed most of them did not even know the place. Fortunately, I found one who knew the colony. On arrival, the secretary to the Chief of Persons with Disabilities, Mohammed Dentini, asked for a proper introduction and purpose of visiting, explaining that they are very security conscious as they don't allow strangers into the colony without proper interrogation, especially to take photos or conduct interviews with residents of the colony. After which prayers were offered to God before giving due permission to conduct interviews.
To alhamdulillahi zamantakewa dai a nakashe muna yin ta ainihin lami lafiya da dukkan sauran nakasassu wanda muke a nan da sauran dukkan wanda suke local government lalle su ne ma ainihin ita kanta wannan fadar biyayya kamar mu yadda muke biyayya a waccan fadar da ta fitar mana da fada a babban birnin tarayya Abuja wadda mai martaba ona ya fitar da ita ya fitar mana da babbar fada a babban birnin tarayyar Abuja namu na nakasassu. To wanda suke kewaye da ni muna zaune girma da arziki kuma muna zaune cikin kwanciyar hankali kuma akwai ladabi irin na sarauta a gare su wanda suka zagaye mu saboda haka wallahi alhamdulillah muna godiya da wannan ainihin biyayya da suka yi ko kuma da suke yi wa ainihin wannan fada din saboda haka kullum godiya muke musu akan me kan ainihin haɗin kai da suka bada gabaki daya.
And the way we live here, we are successful and we are fine because we are staying here in peace. Anything, when there is peace, then there is development. And as well, you can see the place is developing. So we are here in harmony with the obedient, with the other people, our neighbors, and even the other people with disabilities of the other area council. They do submit themselves, and to his own hearing, there's no any challenges of terrorism or something bad. We are all in peace and there's progress.
The chairman of the Persons with Disabilities, Alhaji Suleiman Mohammed Katsina, who spoke to us in Hausa language interpreted by his secretary Dentoni, said there are about 500 disabled persons living in the colony. He explained the leadership structure in the colony.
To, idan bako ya zo mana bako muna yin bincike irin kamar yadda ya kamata na daga ina yake kuma wane ne shi kuma me kasuwancinsa. Wannan muna bincike wanda ya zama wajibi a gare mu domin ba za mu zauna da wanda mu sani ba. Ainihin sai mun bincika daga ina yake kuma wurin wa ya zo kuma me zai yi. Kowane irin bako ne, walau mai lafiya ne bare dama mu na kasasu nan unguwar mu ce musamman ba kasawa muke musu wannan tambaya ba tunda mun san na kasasu ne, amma kamar lafiyayyu masu taimaka mana muna tambaye su daga ina kuke.
He said, normally we have the chief of when we have a stranger here, normally we have a person that is being given the title of stranger, who is a chief of strangers. This chief, when there's any stranger, the stranger will go to him. His name Sarkin Baki. That man will ask him question, from where are you? What is your reason of coming here? What do you want to do in Abuja here? Although this is a place for people with disabilities, but the other people that are able, the helpers to us, we used to ask so much history of them so that we know more about them and whom do they follow, who is their own grantor for them to stay with us. If they don't have any grantor that will be granting them, we don't allow them to stay here. That is the reason why when there is anything here, we find it so easy to solve the problem. We didn't have any challenge of fight here or any other case of terrorists or something bad like that, no, because we used to seriously investigate.
So what about if a new disabled person comes?
When a new disabled person comes, you know, the disabled people are proud that this is their own place. So when they come, we used to also ask them, what are you here? Do you have any business? If you have, are you a student? If you have business, then we try and see how do we help him to continue his own business. And if he's schooling, normally we used to have some people that help them in their own education. Sometimes we used to get scholarships, sometimes we don't get. Sometimes we gather money to see that we have our brothers. And so also, when he is into skill, we see he can start even from the colony before he can find himself somewhere to continue the business. So we don't allocate somebody that we know he don't have aim of doing business or doing something. And if he goes out, that person for begging, you know, there are people of environmental that they normally hold responsible about those that are begging in the street. So we used to give them serious advice. If he find he cannot stay, he can go somewhere. But here, there's no begging.
He added that instead of begging, members of the colony carry out small businesses, but usually are faced by staff of the Abuja Environmental Protection Board, who harass them when they hawk on the major streets.
Sometimes the environmental pick their property, and they take them to Bwari. That is how it is. So these environmental people, we have been having some challenges with them, because when we have a disabled that is into business, we like them to help the person. We like them to help the person, not to receive his property and lock him. They're supposed to sensitize that person and see where they will help him, instead of disgracing the person or taking him to jail. This jail is something that makes some people come back to street begging. We are appealing that the environmental people should help the way Serki helped to see that he accommodates his people and give them a place of work, not to collect the property, jail them. When they come back, when they free them, they still go back to streets. But they can help them by giving them a space or having a way that they will be selling their product so that they can be away from the street, not to harass them or take them and jail them.
The woman leader of the disabled persons, Rahina Haruna, complained of lack of patronage of the products women in the colony make to make ends meet.
Damuwowinmu yanzu addu'ar da muke yi Baba Buhari da ya hau mulki, muna addu'a gwamnati bil ɗin da aka sa mana mun yi murna mun yi farin ciki. Allah ya ɗaukaka aikinsa da magoya bayansa, mu ma mu karfafa mu gani sana'o'in da muke yi muna yin sa a gida, mu ma mu kaurace wa tituna don hawa titunan da muke yi da yake zama matsala da ake mana kora ta kare da wulakanci. Shine muke fatan Allah ya sa mu kaurace wa titunan nan, mu ma mu kama sana'a, makarantun 'ya'yanmu, ruwan sha, komai ya zama mu ma ba mu da matsala. Shine addu'ar mu, Allah ya sa ya ɗaukaka shi abin da yake, Allah ya sa ya ci gaba da yi, Allah ya sa magoya bayansa, Allah ya sa an bashi masu shawarar arziki, mu ma mu ji daɗi yadda kowa ya ji daɗi a duniya. Allah ya sa ya gama lafiya.
So she said their challenges is as the women, they have some challenges. Number one, like when they produce what they learn, the skill center, like the tailoring, when they produce or they sew clothes, no buyers. This is one of their challenges. All what they learn, they need to get customers to be buying from them. When they buy from them, they will be able to continue the business and be selling and take care of the children in any angle, both in the school, in the issue of health, in the issue of uniform and others. And the bill that our father, the president, Baba Buhari, signed, they are having ensuring that, yes, if this bill is implemented, all the challenges will be solved. They will be having potable water, electricity, accommodation, and if possible, their school will be free. The children's school will be free. Hospital bills will be free. So that is why they focus, and their prayer is God should grant our leader Baba Buhari sound health, long life, to see that this what he have signed for us is being implemented, because it's going to develop or increase the life of people with disabilities to the best standard. And without that, that's why some of them go back to street begging. But they are assured that these boys, as they talk now, it will be hard, and then pray for Baba to have those subordinates that will give him an advice to implement the bill.
According to Dentoni, they were treated better under the leadership of the former FCT minister, Nasir El-Rufai, who actually conceived the idea of creating this temporary location for them, with a promise of moving them to a permanent location which will be more conducive. That was what gave birth to Karamajiji Disability Colony. He said sometimes they suffer discrimination and outright rejection by the society as a result of their states, adding that their survival is at the mercy of NGOs and well-meaning Nigerians who sometimes stop by to give them food, money and clothing. Feeling pained, he listed the challenges facing them right now.
This is like 14 years now. We have been here, been as a temporary basis. Although the former minister has said that he, if possible, God has warned him, maybe he will build by then. But if not him, another minister will come and build for us. So there is a proposal of a site in Gwagwalada, 20 hectares, which was being allocated for people with disabilities in Karamajigi like 25 years ago. So we are feeling that this minister should help to see that the place is being put in place to have our own accommodation in that 20 hectares. Now where we reside here is not good. We reside in the huts and anything can happen. He also said he wake up to air his voice about this skill center because he hates begging in the street. That's why he make his tears to other NGOs where Juremi Foundation had him and came, and was here build a skill center for our people. So he's appealing to the government. All other things that we lack, the government should come, like the issue of that light, so that these things will be functional and the street begging will be eradicated. He thank you people for your patronage and concern.
Just opposite the Chief's Palace is a primary school for children whose parents have disabilities. The school is overseen by Shuaibu Ahmed, who is the head teacher.
Here since 2010 with the children, talking with them, and you know this kind of children, you know how they are. It's not easy to take care of children, but that is my hobby of taking care of children. So our main priority is that is the children's school fees. Their school fees is very, very poor. Because why? The school fees that we are talking about is 3,000 naira in a month, and they cannot afford it. And there's no how I can send those children home in the name of they don't have school fees. Maybe I've sent them home, maybe later within 2 to 3 days I did not see them. I must still go to the house by myself. Okay, what happened? It's because of school fees, so they don't have, so that's okay. Let them start coming. And you can see that we also have other teachers that are working with me. So everybody cannot be patient. You come to work in the name of working and nothing tangible has been given. So that is our main priority. So you can also see now that there is some work is going on here concerning the building. So by the grace of God, I taught them when we came back. So we now have a full class down to from nursery 1 down to primary 6. So we also wanted to introduce skill acquisition vocational center. If you can see the machine here and the knitting machine as well, so that even because the program is going to combine both those that are in school and those that are not in school. But we have some that are not in school that can come easy to come and learn the work, or maybe tailoring or hand knitting, anyone they wanted to do.
One of the strong contributors to the establishment of the school is Amatunde Allen Thamson, who is also physically challenged and is the president of Center for Advocacy for Persons with Disabilities. She talks about how far her NGO has contributed to the colony.
In the colony history that I know is that the history of every state or every country, there must be where persons with disabilities settled. Officially, the government gave them a kind of a temporary resettlement at Jurumi. So from there onward, they now built a permanent resettlement center for people affected by leprosy at Kwali Area Council, Yangoji. And the other types of disability are now relocated to Karmajiji along Airport Way. And based on, as I'm a woman with disability and knows where the shoe pinches me very well. So I now thought that there are abilities in disability. And it doesn't mean because the persons with disability and poverty goes hand in hand, I don't want those children to inherit poverty. So we decided to initiate a school called Kapad Inclusive Nursery, Primary, and Junior Secondary School in the Disability Colony to engage this children's mind. That is, both children of persons with disability and children with disability. And that's what led us to establish that in the Karamajiji. And we did not stop there because not everybody can be educationalists, So some may drop along the way, or some, whatever reason, or because of the talent, we now decided to do what, to introduce skills acquisition, so that they can be empowered, both educationally or those who want to rely on skills acquisition.
Seeing ability in disability was what some of these physically challenged persons feel, because they do not allow the physical conditions weigh them down.
The marriage that bring me here, because I'm not living here before. So marriage joined me with them. Then as I come here, I meet them, they sit here. Then I say, what do they do now? They said they're doing nothing. But time to time they used to go beg. Then I say, in my place we no used to go beg you. Okay, use this beg now. How they take chop? When my husband used to bring something for now, or how they take do. They say your own better, because that time I no get problem. My husband is a government worker. Your own is better. That is why you know used to go anywhere. I say my husband didn't allow me now, and thank God he used to bring something for me. He used to buy everything for me. What am I else looking for? I don't have problem with that all begging. I will not go to anywhere. And this is my challenge. I was born, that was about 2 years. Then I got this challenge. My mother tried so that me she see. Maybe I'll just be able to work, but I couldn't get it. Then I managed myself like that. And with my condition, we used to train, because many people used to come. They'll come and train us, and I would join. I joined different type of training. I train with them, because I can do many things now in life. In this way, money used to enter my hands small. Thank God for that. But at times, the problem that we have, sometimes they'll come and train us. If they train us, they will not give us anything. You just can't train us without giving us anything. Well, how can we get money to continue with this training? But thank God, sometimes my own husband used to give me small money, like Lucky soap. You know, costing like that. I would just use 5,000 buy things, buy chemical. I'll just miss it myself. My sister stay with me there. I'll give them go around so that I go sell. Even though 50 naira, now only 50 naira they put inside this some bottle water. I'll just give them. She'll go around sell for me. If I see small money now, I'll just buy another one again. That is how my life continue.
I've never taken disability as something that weighed me down, because I refuse the society to press me down. The problem that we are facing is the society, but I refuse the society to press me down. So I take challenges. I do so many things. I do things that even able people cannot even believe that I do. Sometimes I build, I plaster houses, I do carpenters. It's not that I learn it, but once I see you doing it, that is how I pick it from there. I have that gift. I pick it from there. So one of the things I want to really say to the society, they should not see the physical challenge man as maybe it's nothing or it's nothing, but because what I discover in the physical challenge, so majority of us have wisdom. We have something that we will say or will do something that you cannot believe. And what I see in disability, what I call disability, what we have now is a physical challenge. Disability is your mental. You understand? Disability is the mental from inside. You will see there are some people able, but inside they are disability. So I think the society to know that. I think society to take note of that. It's not every physical challenge man you see calling a disabled. We don't call ourselves a disability man, or we call ourselves a physical challenge man because it's physical. So, but inside we are not disabled. We are not a disabled.
Although some people see them as irrelevant simply because sometimes they look unkempt and haggard, they are normal persons like everyone else.